Hi, I'm sure you all heard the news of what happened on September 18, 2020. Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away from pancreatic cancer. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a Supreme Court justice, which encompasses responsibility and trust. She was also the second woman appointed as a Supreme Court judge. Now, most of us don't know what it's like to have the world constantly watching and critiquing our decisions, but she did, especially as the second woman appointed as a Supreme Court justice. RBG serves as a model for gender equality, how to respect people with opposite political views, and she is also an example of how hard work pays off. Ruth Bader Ginsburg fought for gender equality. One court case that she voted on was Ledbetter versus Goodyear. In this case, a woman filed a suit against her employer that she was not able to actually file a suit against her employer for being paid less than her male co-workers. This ended up in a 5-4 decision, and Ruth was a part of the 4. Ruth criticized the majority and said that it contradicted the will of the U.S. Congress. Another court case that she voted in was Gonzalez versus Carhart. This upheld the partial birth abortion ban, and she had said that it infringed on women's rights. And she also argued for women's rights in several other court cases. She was really big on pro-choice, and she wanted to ensure that everyone knew that. Ruth also shows us how you can get along with people with opposing political views. She had a special bond with Sandra Day O'Connor, who was a moderate conservative. They were not soul sisters, but they were sisters in law. This basically means that although they did not agree on everything because they had different political views with some topics, overall, as women, they were able to come together on the Supreme Court and work to really prove themselves. They had to fight against a lot of male sexism that they had to endure, and ultimately they were able to come together and defeat that. Another justice that Ruth got along with was Antonin Scalia, who was a conservative. They were able to bond over the opera. Something as simple as the opera just shows that all it takes is one little thing to have something in common, and even if you may have a different political view with someone else, you're still able to come together and kind of overcome that. And so overall, she didn't allow politics to hinder her ability to form relationships. She was mature enough to realize that she was going to have to work with these people, so she would have to get along with them even though they had completely different viewpoints with some topics. Ruth is also an example of how hard work can really pay off. She worked hard growing up. She went to Harvard University, Cornell University, and also attended Columbia Law School. She grew up in a low-income neighborhood in Brooklyn, and she really relied on her mom to teach her the value of an important education. She said that her mom really helped inspire her to become the woman that she is today. Her hard work helped overcome obstacles, as she grew up with many obstacles, of course, coming out of poverty and having to study day in and day out, and also work to afford these very prestigious schools. Another example of how her hard work was able to pay off was that she was able to eventually come out with her own book and documentary. Her book, titled My Own Words, was published in 2016, and it encompassed writings dating all the way back to her early high school career. In this book, she was able to basically tell her story and her life, and was able to inspire many other young girls to want to go into politics. Her documentary, titled RBG, was premiered at the 2018 Sundance Film Festival. Overall, RBG was able to contribute so much to our country. She was able to inspire young girls. She was able to show how you can fight for gender equality. She was able to show how you can respect different people with opposing political views. She could show us how your hard work can pay off and how you can come from having almost nothing to rise up and become a Supreme Court justice. RBG is a historical figure that holds great impact. In our world, she is able to overall show us how you can come from almost nothing and become something. And I think that is overall part of the American dream, where you may wake up one day and be in a completely different life, and by the end of your life, you're able to really build something to reflect on. There are millions of people that were able to see her work and be inspired from it. And I think that at the end of the day, she really just wanted to inspire people to do what was best for your country, to stand up for what you believe in, and to not waver when other people come with different opinions. Thank you.